In this video, I will self-evaluate my magazine front cover and discuss what went well, what I would change, and how well my front cover ties in with my trailer and poster. Hope you enjoy. I am very happy with my magazine front cover, and it's so simple, just like the poster, and I've used no background, and I've done this on purpose as you always see the main character stand in front of the location and the setting, as we saw it with Captain Jack Sparrow in front of the ocean, and we saw it with Kylo Ren, General Hux and Captain Phasma all standing in front of the Starkiller base's hangar. I have intentionally not included my locations as I want to add mystery, and the audience will wonder why the location hasn't been used and where the film will end up as the plot develops. I want to stay conventional with the basics like articles, barcodes and web addresses, but unconventional where it makes it the biggest impression to the audience, thus why I chose not to include a background and uncover the mask that the polygon effect is set up in the first poster. Despite being happy with the success of my magazine front cover, I would however change the layout slightly with an article directly above the title, making it more informative so that the audience gets a better understanding of what's inside, as I mainly took inspiration from Empire's Star Wars preview as I focused a lot of my front cover on my film rather than the other enjoyable fun articles that it has to offer. I feel that using a brighter colour scheme might have made my poster stand out more, but I feel that the colour scheme was good, just not as effective as it could have been had I chosen a simple colour to choose for my film, that maybe like a red or something like that, something that would be a constant colour scheme across the whole of my texts, even the film. And despite the changes that I would make, I feel I've been successful making my film stand out above the rest and making the magazine front cover stand out just as equally and really advertising what my film is about. I think that my front cover ties in well with the trailer, as I've used the main character in a position that shows a more fearsome side and gives the viewers the negative protagonist in the trailer and the driven positive detective on the front cover. So it's two sides to this character, and I wonder what his problems are and what he is trying to achieve, and also why he's so negative and all of a sudden he's so driven and what has changed him. I also think that it ties in well with my film poster, as the mask of the polygon effect is starting to be revealed and the true identity of my protagonist is coming out from his mask of depression and self-doubt. I think that my audience will enjoy what my front cover has to offer, even if they haven't seen the trailer yet, as they will see the man who behind the mask is and really get a feel for what the film is about and the connotations behind the unusual effect that's been applied to the protagonist's face, and both the poster and the front cover in the polygon effect. I think that my front cover looks very realistic despite it following an unconventional style in the way that it represents the main film of the issue, Versus, and I think that in doing this it was taken from my main inspiration, which was the Star Wars issue of Empire, where it mainly focused on Star Wars and Star Wars only, and then you had to actually physically open up the issue and find out about the other films and reviews and ratings that it got. And I think that keeping the main focus on Versus was so important for actually representing my film, because I didn't really want to make it seem as if it's a big film but it's just your average film. I really wanted to make it stand out above the rest, and that's why I sort of followed the same colour scheme and kept everything so basic and simple, just like in my poster.